Okay, everyone, we're live now. Yeah, we can get started.
All right. Hi, everyone. So, welcome to the brand positioning Socratic dialogue. And before the teams share their pitches, let's have a quick introduction of everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm Paridhi, and
And hi, everyone. I'm Pratibha, and I'm the moderator for this rest of the members can also share their introductions, please.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Sandeep Singh and I am the coach for Team FinQuest. Yeah.
Hi
hi.
everyone,
Oh,
I am Ravinder, uh, part of DT Thon Lab, presenting Team FinQuest.
Hi everyone, my name is Sanvi Kishore and I work at DT in Vishkarma Group, and right now I'm a part of Team Good Share.
Hello everyone, this is Shreya and I work as an organization psychologist at TikTok and I'm here as part of Team Finquest.
All right, who's left?
Hi everyone, I'm Darshana Adam. I'm a part of tech team in Deep Thought, and today I'm a part of Team FinQuest.
Hello everyone, I am Amruta. I'm part of content team for Unique Biotech at Deep Thought, and today I'm the coach for Team Good Share.
Yeah, hello everyone. I am Simran Tiwari. I'm part of Inclusion Lab and I'm from the team of Goodshare. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I am Dia, and today I'm going to be the co-moderator of this SD. All right, thanks everyone. So, which team would like to share their pitch first? Sure. And before you share your pitch, would you like to tell us about the name of the team?
Right, we've named Team Finquest because that's the name of our app that we'll introduce through the pitch. Hello everyone. So before we begin talking about our app, I'll just take you through the story behind it. A recent survey found that only 24% of the Gen Z population and young adult population feel actually financially well prepared, which leads to a lot of impulse spending choices and short-term financial decisions. And we believe that starting financial education quite early can help this generation build up proper financial habits. So the problem statement that we are trying to address here is that traditional education systems do not offer uh, students the actionable skills that they require to make informed choices for financing in their personal life. And we aim to bridge this gap between theory and application through our app.
Our word to own is enriching. So our unique solution is that we are gamifying the financial education through simulation and real life scenarios, where we give the user to make decisions and also let them see what will be the pros and cons of that decision. And we also give them points based on their decision, which will also be lead to a scoreboard where they will see how much points that they have gained. The value behind our idea is empower the future. So we are empowering youth for financial freedom where they can make better financial decisions. The emotional impact that we are conveying is that by showing their consequences, we are making them awareness of what can be the consequences of the decision and what and how accountable they can be. Over to you, Ravinder.
Yeah, as for that our brand positioning, how this is going to for the business intent. By this engaging and learning environment through interactive simulation and gamified experience, this will drive user loyalty, enhance engagement, and as business growth. We provide an engaging platform to develop essential financial skills to helping youth worldwide to take confident step toward their financial decisions. Thank you everyone.
All right, over to Team Goodshare for the questions.
Yeah, so I would like to go first. So my question is to you that how you know how will you I'm so sorry. So basically my question is ki how will you influence the people to use your app? Because in today's generation, in today's youth, it's very difficult to told them to ask them to use something like that.
Who will answer that from Team FinQuest?
Yeah, I can answer that question. For that, we will do a demo session in colleges and school. Like we can do a campaign in colleges and school where we will make them do demo on our application and help them know about our application.
Okay, does that answer your question, Simran? Or you have any follow-up questions?
Can I have a follow-up question?
Yes.
Yeah, so are you like as you're saying that you will do these stuff to push them to use your app. What if they don't resonate or they don't go what you are saying? So how will you deal with that? Like if they don't relate with your message or your aim?
So we believe that through gamifying the whole process, we'll help them engage much better. So they don't have to initially resonate with our aim, but as they go through the process of, making the choices in the simulation and seeing that real time consequence for those decisions, we believe that they could be able to, you know, resonate with it in a sense they will understand what consequences could happen for wrong choices. So that is something they can learn through the app that will give them an edge during the real life scenarios as well.
Yeah. See, but are you making choices on the belief and the assumptions, or are you also, taking some data for it?
Who would like to answer that question? Yes, Shreya, please.
We can take data, like we will do a market research and see, probably do a pivot in one college or a few colleges and see how the response is, right? And then based on that, we can improve what based on the feedback that they give, we can improve the quality of these scenarios, or what is it that makes them resonate with the whole idea of practical financial learning, right?
I had a
Okay.
follow-up question. So you mentioned that the way you're introducing your brand to the world is by conducting demos in different schools and colleges, letting young adults know about your app. But is that a sustainable way to actually market it and get the word out there? Because there are n number of colleges, schools, and universities. So is it sustainable for you to only rely on college-based demos and workshops to get people to know about your app? Because you can't
That's
visit
like
every
the
college.
starting point, right? So we want to conduct these demos to sort of help people see the value that we are delivering. But apart from that, we can also do social media campaigns where we are posting videos of how these scenarios take place. And as people start using the app, we also plan on giving them points for posting testimonials on their social media handles. So that is going to help them uh, move up the scoreboard as well. It will also give us a reach.
Okay. And deciding which colleges to target, what role does your brand positioning play in that? As in, how does your brand positioning influence the universities or schools or colleges you target initially, your target audience?
We would start with probably colleges that do not technically teach business management to their students formally, right? So we would start with probably engineering colleges and medical colleges where the we're positioning our brand as uh, an app for complete beginners to start making decisions and learn from the scenarios, right? So we would probably target those kind of colleges first and see how they respond and to the difficulty level of our scenarios. Then moving forward, we could branch out.
Uh, so it makes sense that you're targeting universities or colleges where financial literacy is the least, so to speak, in terms of their curriculum. But wouldn't that make it even harder for you to actually be able to give demos there, because they would be less likely to be interested, right? Since your work and organization is in no way related to their institution, like your brand is in no way related to their institution. So then why would they want to give you the time rather than giving it to someone who is more aligned to what they do?
Okay, regardless of which background they are from, everybody has the need to manage their finances. So our scenarios are more general in nature, where it's about everyday situations where you're making financial decisions. So I think it would still be relevant for people who do not follow the curriculum, in the sense it's more real world oriented, right? So that is our marketing strategy. We want to give them the demo on how they are uh, making very normal real world decisions of financing.
Right, that is relevant to the students. But how is it relevant to the college authorities who are actually going to be the one letting you come to their institution and, give these demos to the students?
Who would like to answer that question from the team?
For the college authorities, we can tell them about the benefits of using, and this our application is not just for the youth but also overall generation, but we are just targeting because that's the starting point, right? So we can tell them about the benefits of our app, how it will improve the financial decision, and we can tell them that in our leader scoreboard, there are there is a scoreboard. If you get higher points, the people are shown in the board. So we can tell them if your student are using this, and if they get at the top of the scoreboard, we can market it that way that the student of this school or this college has topped the scoreboard of our like of our app. So this is how we can tell the authority that it can also help increase the marketing of their college also.
So it's
It
no
will be
longer,
benefiting.
so your app is no longer focused on individuals improving their learning. Now you've shifted the focus to it being like an inter-college competitive type of
No,
thing.
it's a part of it. Okay, the we are focusing on financial education. That's a core, but it's about how you will manage to convince the authority of the college. Right? This is what you're asking, right? I
But
will
you're putting
convince.
the privacy of the students at stake then, right? To convince the authorities, you're saying that students from your college who top will market their name and the leaderboard. Isn't that something that should be, the students, the individual's decision?
Yeah, this can be the engaging process that we can use to user. But as we talk about the authority one, so first we tag our proposal and the whole idea to the authority, and we will say them to try and experience this. If they find some type of values and they think that they can be helpful for their students, so I think we can get their permissions and we can provide demo.
All right, guys, with this, let's end this session and let's move to the next team's pitch.
Sure. Yeah, Sandali, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Go to the next slide. Okay. Good evening, everyone. So, our brand is Good Share, and the story behind is that, as you all know, there is large amount of food wastage happening, while at the same time, hundreds of people go hungry. So, we want to bridge a gap between this by redistributing the surplus amount of food to the people who needs it. And for that, we are focusing on turning wastage into nourishment and fight hunger and promote sustainability.
So there are multiple values behind this one idea, and they all are interrelated and contribute to each other. By redistributing excess food, we're creating social impact by alleviating hunger, and at the same time, we're ensuring better waste management and, in fact, reduced waste generation, thus promoting environmental sustainability as well. And if we can tackle food insecurity at a ground level, then that makes the economy more efficient as well, because then the governmental institutions can focus on other arenas of development. At the same time, as people who have more privilege, it is also our ethical responsibility to help those in need who need it the most. And by doing all of this, we're creating a transformative change, not only alleviating food insecurity and helping those in need, but also making the environment more sustainable and helping the planet as well. To do this, we're going to create a digital platform that will connect people who have surplus food, whether it's an individual, a restaurant, or any organization, with those who need it, or those who can find ways of distributing it to those who need it, such as NGOs or donation centers or redistribution centers. And in a lot of ways, what we're trying to create is sort of the reverse Swiggy, Zomato. You use them to get food delivered to yourself, and you can use our app to get food delivered to those who need it the most. Simran, over to you.
Yeah. So I'm talking about the business intent. So we focus on making food redistribution simple and impactful. We will charge a small fee for delivering surplus food from donors like uh, restaurants to NGOs or redistribution centers. So by partnering with food banks, shelters, and other organizations, we will build a strong and reliable network to ensure food reaches to those who need it. So the entire process will be tech-enabled with an easy-to-use app that allows real-time donations. So to keep people engaged, we will offer certifications and recognition for contributors, helping them gain goodwill and inspire others to join. So, with raising this awareness of sustainability and the importance of reducing food waste, our solution will remain relevant and grow in the long term. Thank you.
All right, over to Team FinQuest for their questions.
Right. Can I start? I want to understand who is the actual people you are targeting in your position.
Right. So we have 2 points of contact, but if we had to talk about target audience, that would be those with surplus food, because those who are distributing it or those who are providing it to others, they would anyway be interested. So our main focus will be on engaging those who would be doing the donation. So it can be individuals donating, whatever surplus food they have at home, or it could be restaurants donating large quantities, even, weddings or big events after which a lot of food is left. So anyone and everyone who wants to donate food can do it through our app.
How are you providing the value to the donors?
Can you define value?
Value as in why do they have to donate through your app?
Right. So there are two aspects of it. One is simply, the ethical aspect of it, the goodwill aspect of it. Why would they want to donate food? Because they're doing something good for the society. They're doing something that would make them feel good, and we'll ensure that the app provides them enough, engagement and certification badges and so on in the long run for them to keep doing it. And as for why would they do it through our app, that's because we make the process really easy for them. We'll remove all the hurdles that a normal individual might face in actually donating food. So when those hurdles are eliminated, they're more likely to do it.
Yeah, you also mentioned you charge a small fee. Who do you charge it to? The
The
donor?
people donating, yeah. So there are two aspects of this. One, they can simply use our app to find the nearest food donation or redistribution center, and they can go do it themselves. In that case, we don't charge them anything. But in case there's, let's say, a surplus of food, which for whatever reason they can't go and donate themselves, or let's say there is no food donation center nearby, but they really do want to, do something good. In that case, they can pay our team a nominal fee to come and collect the food for them and ensure that it reaches the right centers and is given to the right people in need.
Is this fee standard? Because you told there's no bar with for the minimum
No,
amount.
it's a right, like we mentioned, it's a tiered pricing structure. So it would depend on the quantity of food that you want us to get delivered. So then obviously the amount that we would charge, let's say an individual who is just donating some surplus food from home will be lower compared to, a restaurant which wants us to transport a much larger amount of food, so to speak. So it's a tiered pricing structure so that it's equitable and doable for everyone so that it doesn't stop them from donating food.
Right.
Do you have a follow-up question for that, Shreya?
Not right now. I think somebody else.
All right.
How
Any
you
other?
are how
Yes.
you are going to positioning yourself?
Right. So, like I mentioned, we're sort of positioning ourselves as a reversal of food delivery app. We're positioning ourselves so as easy as it is to order food, we want to make it as easy to send food, to donate food to those in need. So we're positioning ourselves as a sustainable way of, doing good, as a way that even individuals can make an impact.
Yeah, just adding on that, like it's in like technical term, we can say like we want to have a seamless journey for a person to connect with the person who is in need. Any household person also can just donate the surplus amount of food to anyone who is in need. So the process should be very easy. That's how we are want to position it.
Shouldn't you also position it with the end people?
Which people?
Or you contacting the other side, other point of contact?
Which other point of contact? For the
She was
needy.
referring to the donation centers or NGOs. That's what she's referring to.
Yeah. So we will, gonna partner up with NGOs and food banks and people who are in this business of redistributing the system, redistributing the food. I'm sorry. The point is that we are connecting the person who have food and the person who is redistributing. So we are the connector.
Only the redistributors, because you also mentioned individual people in need.
So we
No,
mentioned individuals donating food. We're not going to try and find individual people in need. We're going to make sure the food reaches the relevant centers or organizations who are in the business of actually ensuring that it reaches the right people who need it.
All right. Any follow-up questions? Yes, Shreya, do you have anything?
I have one question. You said you will give certificates and recognition. So how does that resonate with your position?
Yeah, okay. I'll answer it. See, we want, people to encourage so that they can contribute in this app. So what we will do is encourage them by giving them the feeling of satisfaction that the goodwill they are trying to give. That's why we will give some certification and recognition so that more businesses and individuals get encouragement to do it. Even the businesses can also have that kind of certification that these are the things they are trying to give their time into their money, their food also. So that will also make them look good, the restaurants and the caterers.
Does that answer your question, Darshana?
Oh, yes, that answers my question.
Paridhi, you are on mute if you are trying to say anything.
Yeah. To add to that, it's sort of like a social score. So in the long run, when let's say when the organization has more funding and so on, we could even collaborate with food delivery apps, right? So if you're ordering food from a restaurant, you could get to see that this restaurant donates this percent of their monthly or weekly surplus food to, charity and so on. So those could be sponsored higher. They could show more goodwill, making it more likely that people would want to order from them.
All right, I think in the interest of time, we can close this session. And before we, end the SD session, we can go in with, I think, 3 reflections. Who would like to go with their reflection? Yes, Paridhi, please go ahead.
I think the entire discussion from both ends for both the pitches, it I think made me realize that brand positioning is very inextricably tied to everything that the brand does. You can't talk about brand positioning without bringing in marketing, revenue, target audience, how you are going to reach the target audience, how are you going to continue engaging them, because ultimately everything that your brand does, it reflects onto it. So the positioning then in turn has to be reflected in everything that your brand is doing, so that there is a consistency and a cohesiveness in your brand identity.
Right. Thank you, Paridhi. Sandali, you wanted to go next?
Yeah, as this is my first time doing SD live, this is like asking the questions and answering them was the best thing I liked. And that gave me a sense of, clarity on the questions which are related to brand positioning, how actually brand positioning, affect target audience and what you are doing for it. And how you will actually, be, as Paridhi said, how you will be consistent with that. And even if you do, it might won't work. How are you going to deal with that? So there's too many uncertainty, but then there are answers also which we kind of with the discussion got to know. So yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Sandali. We have room for one more reflection. Who would like to go ahead? Yes, Shreya, please go ahead.
I think through this discussion, I was able to understand how, when positioning a brand, it's not just about thinking about the target audience, but also about the other stakeholders that play a role in us finding our reach. So that is something I really um, got to think about during the discussion. And uh, yes, again, as Paridhi mentioned, we have to think around all of the aspects of our brand if we want to create a coherent identity, and that includes the stakeholders as well. Yes.
Thank you, Shreya. And I think with that, we can end our SD session. Thank you for being here.